Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I just want to simply and briefly talk about being patient in one's life. Now, why in this particular case? Well, for me personally, for most of my life, of the many virtues that one can have in one's life, patience is the one virtue that I've never been able to fully acquire. And the reason for that may have something to do with the fact that starting out in my life when I was just a little kid, when I was just a toddler, for instance, my parents went out of their way to make sure that I wasn't bored, for instance. Because being autistic, being diagnosed with autism when I was a kid, you tend to you develop the ability to get bored real fast, and you just need some kind of stimulation of some kind of the mind to actually try to keep yourself distracted from whatever's happening out there in the world. Because on the one hand, my parents were going through a lot of things back then and are still going through some stuff now that has technically never been my business and never will be my business. And also, back in the day, I was too young to understand what was happening in the first place anyway. So so in this case, my distractions always were toys, especially Christmas toys around the holidays, and of course throughout the rest of the year, depending on what kind of a mood I was in, what my special interest was, whether it was toy cars or toy airplanes, or so on and so forth. And and because of that, I like to think that my parents were, at least at first, trying to spoil me by getting me all these fancy toys at first, but at the same time, I truly believe that they weren't trying to. They weren't trying to spoil me, but unfortunately, whether or not they did, it did kind of rub off on me in the wrong way for a couple years, because once, just before I was getting into high school, as a preteen, I developed this unrealistic expectation of expecting good things to come my way and expecting nothing else to happen, and that was it, you know. But thankfully, while getting to high school, while being a teenager, in my later years, uh, learning about the world around me and all that good stuff, and being able to get the help I needed, that I definitely needed from my high school teachers rather than my elementary ones. Long story on that, maybe in a future video one day. I learned. I was beginning to learn how to be patient and how to wait for certain things to happen, and that really did help me out. Like, my parents still did give me a toy or two. There were just fewer toys in my teenage years than when I was a kid. Just to make me happy in that brief moment of happiness and joy that you'll look back on and say, you know what, that was a good memory, and I'll hold on to it for the rest of my life. But learning to be patient was a virtue that, again, as I've said just a minute or two ago, is a virtue that I've still yet to acquire. But since graduating high school, I have learned real quickly, uh, especially in hindsight, that waiting for one's life to start isn't going to do you any favors. But at the same time, I kind of had to. I had to wait for certain things in my life to happen in order for my life to really begin. You know, it's like one of the opening musical numbers in Disney's Tangled, for instance. When will my life begin? I actually saw that movie in the theater back in the day in 2010. I don't know whose idea it was for us to see it as a school field trip, but I love it. But I loved it. I still watch it every chance I get. Because I ask myself the same question every single year. When will my life begin? When will my life begin? Essentially. Sorry, I apologize for repeating for repeating my words. I'm still scatterbrained from recovering from being sick. So please forgive me on that. Being patient is a virtue that I've yet to acquire, but hopefully in due time, my life will truly begin once my mother is down here living with us. Because later this year in 2026, if all goes according to plan, my mother will be down here with us on the property, living with us for the foreseeable future. I can't wait for that to happen. Ironically, waiting for something else to happen. But hopefully, in due time, it'll be the case, and I'll be able to make up for lost time. And hopefully, like I've had many conversations with my dad over the years, I look forward to the exact same interactions with my mother in the near future. I'll be happy, she'll be happy, hopefully, fingers crossed, and everything else. And but in the meantime, I'll still be waiting for my life to begin, whenever that'll be. It could be right around the corner. It could be this year. It could be next year. It could be sooner than I think. So with that all being said, my name is Jacob Carlson, and patience very much is a virtue. Patience truly is a virtue to be had and to be acquired. I still yet to acquire it, and I still have a few more years to go. So there you go on that. Please, if you want, like the video, comment something you like or don't like, especially about patience being a virtue and being able to wait on things that you definitely want to happen right now and all that. Please let me know down in the comment section down below in this video or any of my videos whatsoever. Please press the red subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Please press the notification bell if you haven't already. Please share the video with all the people you know and love in life on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I'll always ask that you please take care of each other out there. Be nice to one another. Always be patient because always be patient in life, because good things will happen to you. You just gotta wait for it, you know. And I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves out there. Stay warm, stay cool, stay safe, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.